welcome to Mellow Mondays with Defiant Sports. We're here in association with REBOOT and Active Sussex as part of a weekly schedule of activities for teenagers and their families to take part in and stay active at home. Now, everyone's welcome to join in, so if you're not a teenager, feel free to do it anyway. We're more the merrier. Now, please have go the other activities throughout the week, as well as joining us again on Wednesday when we'll be looking at adapted sports. So we're going to be here every Monday and every Wednesday for you, but there's lots else going on too. So do check the link in our comments section so you can see where else to go and find out about the other fabulous stuff that's going on. Okay, we're going to get started today. So Mellow Mondays for us is all about helping you stay calm, helping you relax, helping you feel good. Okay, it's all part of being active, and at the moment while we're all on lockdown, we all sometimes need to relax, we sometimes need to de-stress a little bit. So we're hoping that some of these things we do today you can take away with you and use throughout the week or in other circumstances. Okay, so as I said, this is Callum, and Callum is going to be carrying out the activities for us today. So you'll hear my voice in the background telling you what's going on, and Callum's going to be the one to follow and watch. Now, we're on live, so there is a comments section running up the side of our screen here. If you're not sure about anything, if you want to ask us any questions, please do that throughout the session. That's why we're here. We want to talk to you. Please talk to us. Okay, we're going to get going. So, keep your eyes on Callum, and here we go. We are going to start off today with some warm-up stretches, so you're ready to be a little bit active this morning. Now, the first one we're going to do is we're going to start with our head and our neck. So you are going to start with your chin tucked in to your chest. And we're going to roll your head up to your shoulder, down to the middle, and up to the other shoulder. Keep going with this side to side. And you need to make sure that chin is tucked right in when you come down to your chest, because it makes your neck nice and flexible. Works really well. Okay, we're now going to have a look at shoulder shrugs. So bring your head back to the middle, that's it. And we're going to lift our shoulders up to our ears and back down again as far as we can. Now, if you're anything like me, this will be a bit crunchy sounding, that's fine. We're loosening up and getting ready for some activity. Really pull those shoulders up so it's touching your ears, and back down again. That's lovely. We're doing really well here. Okay, we're going to move on to arm circles. We want our arms to get nicely warmed up. So, Callum, do you want to stand up for us? Yeah. So you can all copy this. If you've got a yoga mat at home, it's really useful because it helps when you're doing some of these exercises to not be on a hard floor. If you're on a carpet, it's probably a little bit softer for you, but the yoga mats are really nice. If not, then you can use a blanket or anything else just to save your knees a little bit, particularly if you're not a teenager anymore. Okay, we're going to move on to our arm circles. So we're going to stretch our arms out in front of us, and we're going to pull them back up over our head, keeping as close to our ears as we can. Callum, how big are your ears? That's it. Keep your arms in. Lovely. Okay, and back to the front and swap direction. Remember, I don't want to see these big ears. You're not big ears. Noddy's nowhere in sight. All right, keep your arms close to your ears. Let's keep it nice and tight. We're really opening up those shoulders now. When you pull your arms around the back, see if you can touch your shoulder blades together. Can you do it, Callum?
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Okay, brilliant. Right, next one. We're going to be doing our torso twist. Now, make sure you've got enough space around you for this one. You're going to stretch your arms out side to side. You can see my house was built just wide enough for Callum to do a torso twist. What good planning. Okay, it's lovely. He's ahead of us. So we've got our arms stretched out. We're going to be just twisting the upper part of our body. So our toes aren't moving, are they, Callum?
No.
No. Upper body only. Lovely. That's better. Wake up that torso. Good. Okay, and back to the front. Right, take a breath. Nice and relaxed. Callum's doing well, really, isn't he? Okay, we're going to take one of our hands and we're going to bend over and touch the opposite toe. Well done, nearly touch the same one then, I saw that. And up again. Okay, we're just going down and up. Try and keep your legs straight when you do this because we're warming up your back and your pelvis at the moment. Yeah, I know, it's tricky, isn't it? Okay, keep going. Remember to come right the way up before you go down again. Don't cheat like Callum's doing. All right, that's it. Beautiful. Well done, Callum. Okay, and stand up for me. Okay, and now this time we're going to interlock our fingers. Now this can be tricky, okay, but everyone can do this. You'll see that Callum's hand sometimes doesn't want to interlock, but that's okay. You just adapt it to suit what you can do. Okay, lift your arms up behind your head, and we're just going to pulse backwards. So we're going to go back and relax, and go back and relax, and go back and relax. And you're waking up your back and you're showing off your tummy to everyone who's watching, but that's okay. No. Okay, now we are going to do some side lunges. So we're going to keep our toes pointing forwards. We're going to bend one knee and we're going to lean into it. That's it. And then we're going to stand up and we're going to lean the other way. That's it. Okay, bit of a safety hint here. So Callum, just lift your leg up. You just come off your mat for these bits. Then it shouldn't be quite as slippy. We don't want you falling over. That's it. And the other way. Good. And you should feel that stretch down the inside of your leg. You feeling that, Callum?
Yeah.
Where are you feeling it? Perfect. Okay, that's lovely. That's working well. Okay, so we're standing up straight again. And this time we're going to do forward lunges. So we're going to bend our front knee. And we're going to try and keep that back leg straight and keep that heel as far to the floor as we can. So where are we feeling this stretch, Helen?
Hip.
Yay! Okay, that means we're doing it right. Good. Okay, so forward lunge, bend the front knee, remember? Swap over your legs, bring the other one forward. That's it. We're doing warm up, so we're not going to fall over. We're trying to keep active, so we're moving. So bend and up. Bend that knee and up. Forward knee, bend. Lovely. Okay, well done. Now, next one, we're going to put our arms out to the side. Then we're going to lift up one of our knees and pull it into our chest. And we're going to let it go again and we're going to swap. Good. Okay, keep doing that. Looks excellent. Well done. You look like a tree. Very good tree. Okay, and last one. Now, for this one, you might need to lean on something. That's fine. You can lean on the wall or the sofa or your mum or whatever happens to be around. We're going to point our toes out to the front. Lift one leg. No. Pointing out to the front. We're going to lift our leg. We're going to point our toes out. Then we're going to circle our ankle. Then we're going to point our toe again. And we're going to circle the other way. You'll probably find one way is easier than the other. That's fine. We're just waking it up a bit. Now we're going to swap legs. And remember, one leg will be more stable than the other. Point your toe and swap directions. If you're listening carefully, you've probably just heard a couple of crunches. That's Callum's ankles waking up. That's all good. Well done. Okay, so we're now beautifully warmed up. Now, the next thing we're going to do is Callum's going to sit down on his mat for us. We're going to get ready to go. And I'm just going to talk to you for a couple of seconds about this bit. So the next bit of our session today, we're going to do a little bit of yoga for you. Now, this is just really calm, relaxing yoga. And we're just going to look at a few poses today. And they're all based on animals today. So you can be a bit of a jungle animal by the time we finish. And the idea of these ones is they all stretch you and they relax you. And they help you feel better in different parts of your body. While you're doing all of this, remember to think about which parts it's benefiting. Because if you're later in the day, you've been gaming a bit too long on Fortnite and doing your dances and stuff, you might find you're a bit stiff from that. So you may want to help a certain part of your body. And what we're going to need to do is think about which exercises you need to benefit you. Right, I'm just going to check my comments because I can see some questions coming up. So what have we got? Oh, say hello to Andy Wright and Caitlin Gallagher. Hello, guys. And Hope, Caitlin and Andy, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying it. Remember, if there's anything you want to know, pop us a question. Okay, so we're moving on to our yoga bit now. And we are going to start by moving into our Om and Namaste position. Now, this is usually a starting position. Okay, and it just gets you kind of chilled and relaxed and gets you ready to go. So we're going to sit with our legs crossed. And we're going to sit with a nice straight back. So imagine someone's got a string in the top of your head and they're pulling you up to the sky. Beautiful. And, of course, a lovely smile like Callum here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to sit with our palms upright and our hands resting on our knees. And then we're just going to bring our pointing finger and our thumb together to make a little circle. Okay, and now this is the point where you're just going to relax. And you can either just try and sit and relax and let all your muscles chill and get ready for your next section, or you can make the om sound. Now, I know some of you don't like making noises, some of you do. If you want to join in with that, you just let the om resonate in your mouth. So you're going to make a om sound, okay? Do that if you want to, or you can wiggle your tongue like Callum, entirely up to you. Oh yeah, Callum's got fans online, I can see. There's already some compliments coming through. This is good, we're liking this. Okay, your on position is going to get you ready to move on now, and we are going to move on to our first animal. So today's animal is a cat we're going to start with. So Callum, you're going to be on your hands and knees and you're going to turn sideways. So we're just going to move your yoga mat round slightly. There you go. Okay, so on your knees, hands on the floor. Hands on the floor in front of you. Now we're going to pretend we are a stretching cat. So we're going to stretch our back up. You're really working this part of your body here. So it's going to be stretching up and releasing down. So your back should be bending up and dropping down like that. It really helps with the spine. So Callum, give it a go. Push your back up. Not your head, just the middle part of your back. And then release it down again. So we're going to drop our spine here. That's it, lovely. You can see the curve coming down and then push it up. Okay, and just do that gently a few times for us. And we can get the idea of how that one works. That's lovely. And this, as I said, it strengthens your spine. It helps with your flexibility. So if we've got any dancers out there, and I hope's a dancer, this one will help with the flexibility on the spine. Okay, our next move, we are now going to be a dog. Seems only fair. So from the position you're ending in there, in the cat pose, how you doing, Callum? You feeling good?
Yes.
Excellent. Right, what you're going to do now is you're going to bring your bottom down and sit on your heels. That's it. And now you're going to push up onto your toes and make your bottom go in the air like a triangle. There we go. This is a bit tough. Callum finds it a bit tricky on his hands, so sometimes you have to adapt these things and see what you can do. Okay, if it's easier for you, Callum's going to show you a different way to do it. So just drop onto your knees for me, Callum. Okay, now push your bottom up from that position. There, okay. So if it's too hard to push way up on your toes, just do it like that. Okay, but making the triangle shape with your bottom in the air and your legs straight is great. And what it does, again, is it helps your spine, it helps your shoulders, and it puts blood supply into your brain. So you will be ready and active to do stuff later on. Okay, our next move today is a snake. So, Callum, we need to turn you around again. Let's turn him. Here we go. Right, you're going to get your mat round back this way again because we want to see you turn into a cobra now. So you're going to lay down on the floor for us. Tummy down. That's right. Hands on the floor either side of you. And we're only going to push from your stomach upwards. So the upper body, you're going to push up into the air, leaning on your elbows, and your elbows under you. That's it. Now see how far you can tuck those elbows in and get that body lifted up. I like the fact your tongue's out as well. That looks like a proper snake. Very impressive. Well done. Okay, Andy's just said great work, Callum. So you've got loads of fans online today. We're looking good. Okay, we've done our cobra. Now we're going to do our lion's breath, which is our last animal yoga pose for today. So, Callum, you're going to go back up onto your knees for us. You're going to stay facing this way. Sit your bottom back onto your heels. And you're going to keep your feet together, but you're going to push your knees apart. So you're kind of making a triangle. Perfect. Now you're going to put your hands on the floor and turn them backwards. Very good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to breathe like a lion. So try not to scare your mum or anything, all right? This could be a bit fierce. So what we're going to do is we're going to take in a big deep breath. So raise your chest up to the sky, big deep breath. And as we breathe out, we're going to push our tongue out as far as it can go, right down your chin. Big deep breath out, Callum. Come on. There we go. Whoa. Well, I'm going to do this one too because this looks really fun. All right, are we ready? So here we go. Down on your knees, hands backwards, chest up, breath in and out. Perfect. Don't be scared, everyone. It's all right. I'm not really a lion. You can come back now. Okay, that was good. Right, we've done our yoga, so let's move on. Our next part of the session we're going to look at is we're going to look a little bit at meditating now. Now, mindfulness is a big buzz topic at the moment. And for those of you who haven't tried this before, meditating is just about learning to relax, learning to be in the moment, and just really calming down and chilling. So if you've had a row with your sister, or if your dog's eating your Xbox controller, these are all really good ways to calm down. Maybe even if your son's eating your white Toblerone, even then you could calm down using a little bit of meditation. So let's give this a try. It's a little bit of an introduction today, so it's nice and slow and gentle. We're just going to go for it and see how we feel. So we're going to start off now by just sitting however you feel comfortable. So Callum, are you comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't like to do a headstand or anything? No. Right? No, cool. Okay, as long as you're comfortable. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this for a minute. We're going to do a gratitude meditation for 1 minute. So you're going to take a big deep breath in through your nose, and you're going to breathe out through your mouth. And smile beautifully at the same time. Perfect, my beautiful assistant. Now let's try this. We're going to count to 3 as we breathe in and 3 as we breathe out. So we're going to go in, 1, 2, 3. And out, 1, 2, 3. Good. Has anyone gone purple yet? Hope not. Okay. If it's pausing too long, if it's not comfortable, do it a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, just to suit you. Now let's try that again. So count yourself. 1, 2, 3 in. 1, 2, 3 out. Okay, keep going with that breathing now. Learn your own timing, get your pattern going. And just think about your breathing. Think about how you feel. And think if you're feeling relaxed. All right, don't nod off. Callum, don't go to sleep. I'm going to need you more in a minute. But you should be feeling nice and relaxed. So remember, 1, 2, 3 in. 1, 2, 3 out. Sounds very much like ballroom dancing to me. This is all good. So keep relaxed. Now, while you're doing this breathing, this is called our gratitude meditation. So during this time, think about things that you're grateful for. So I'm grateful that I've got Callum here to demonstrate for me today because he's great help. I'm grateful that we can bring you this session online and that I've actually been able to work the technology, which is a miracle. Lots of other things might be in your day or in your life. If you want to tell us what you're grateful for, do pop a message up on the chat there. We'd love to see that. And keep your breathing going. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nice and breathing. Callum, what are you grateful for? Callum doesn't know. He's got such a good life. He's grateful for everything. I think that's the only way we can look at this. Okay, we're going to move on from that now. So just relax. Have a think about how it made you feel. And we're going to move on to our mindful breathing. So this is a similar thing, just slightly different. Okay. See how relaxed Callum is? Clearly it works. He's going to go to sleep. Right, no sleeping, Callum. You've got work to do. Okay. So we're going to go on to mindful breathing now. Same idea to start with. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. So big breath in through your nose, Callum, and out through your mouth. Back to counting the 1, 2, 3s. In for 3, out for 3. Nice and relaxed. You're going through all your body should feel relaxed. If there's any part of your body that isn't feeling relaxed, just focus on it and let it relax and calm down. Okay, we're just focusing on that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now this is a really nice technique, particularly when you haven't got someone like me talking to you the whole way through it. So if you're feeling a bit stressed, look how relaxed Callum is, he's yawning again. No, see, we're doing it, it's working. You're having a bit of a stressful day, your blood pressure feels a bit high, you're stressed out being in lockdown with all your wonderful family who seem like a bit of a nuisance sometimes. Just take yourself off to a quiet little space and do some of your breathing, okay? 1, 2, 3 in, 1, 2, 3 out. Lovely job. Okay, we are going to finish off with that bit now. And we're going to go back to our stretches again. Now, at the beginning of the session, we showed you some warm-up stretches. Now, when we're doing warm-up stretches, we keep active. So we keep moving. We're stretching those muscles. We're stretching the parts of our body to wake it up to do some exercise. When we get to the end of a session, we're doing cool down stretches, and they're static. So we're trying to keep the stretch nice and long. We're trying to hold that stretch and let those muscles calm down again to tell them it's time to finish exercising. So we haven't done a lot of activity today, but the stretching, it always helps to mobilise us and help us wake up, particularly if we've been sitting around a lot. Stretches are a great way to wake our body up and stop us getting too achy. So let's move on to this one now. We are going to start with our head. So we're going to go through our body again like we did to warm up. Let's hold our head to one side. We're just going to take our chin with the opposite hand and hold our head. Now, when you're doing this, just turn your head until it feels comfortable. Don't have any pain. You should just feel a slight stretch. And we're going to hold it there just for a few seconds to help that muscle really calm down and relax. Okay, now we're going to relax and go back to centre. And we're going to use our other hand and pull it the other way. That's it, lovely. And that head and that neck should be getting nice and stretched and relaxed. Absolutely perfect. Okay, and now we're going to go into the I love me stretch. So we're going to stretch our arms out to the side. Big smile from Callum because he does love himself, as we all should. And we're going to stretch those arms around our body. Now, when you're doing this, I'm trying not to hit yourself in the ear because that's a little bit painful. Oh, in the shoulder. Okay, we're not doing that. We're being gentle. We're not being aggressive. Okay. Now, we're going to use our fingertips and we're going to try and crawl those hands just here further around our back. Okay, so it gives you the biggest stretch you can get. And this really helps with moving your shoulders and stretching your body and giving you flexibility. Great stuff. Okay, and now we're going to move on to the next one. So let's have your hands out in front of you. Interlock your fingers if you can. Pull your hands up over your head and just push those arms backwards. And we're just going to hold in that position. You should feel a stretch on your tummy just around here. Okay, feels a little bit like the film Alien when the alien's going to burst out in the middle, but that's probably not very relaxing. So don't think of that image at all, okay? Anyway, right, okay, moving on. Next stretch is going to be our opposite fingers to toes. So we're going to have our feet stretched out in front of us again. Stretched out in front of us. Goodness me. Right, okay. So we're going to have our opposite hand across to our toes and hold. That's it. Now, some of you might not be able to stretch quite as far as Callum, and that's fine. If you can reach your ankle or your shin, just hold there. So you shouldn't be having any pain. You should just feel a bit of a stretch. Nice. Okay, and relax. And then let's do the other hand. So across the other toe. There we go. This one's a bit more tricky for Callum. So you can see he gets as far as his shin, and that's absolutely fine. We go as far as we can, and we don't push it any further. That's absolutely perfect. Okay, now we're going to let go of that one and we're going to relax again. And now we're just going to stand up. Okay, when we're doing our standing stretches, we remember to just move our yoga mat a little bit forward. That's it, so we're nice and safe and we don't slip over. Okay, and what we're going to do this time is we are going to hold our heel up to our bottom. So let's have one heel up. Lovely, and we're just going to hold that position. And these quads here are getting nice and stretched out. And the muscles are just elongating and relaxing. Oh, Callum's having a little dance. We're going to try and stay still. If you need to for this one, then do feel free to lean on something. Your mum or your cage or the wall or something. It's not a problem to lean on things. Okay, foot down and we're going to swap legs over. So the other one. Lovely. And we're going to try and stay still. No dancing, Callum. Oh, look at that. Perfect. What about if I tickle you? That's Dave. I see. He's going to, no, that's it. Ruined him. Okay, right. Next one. We're going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart. Lovely. And we're going to take our hand and we're going to run it down our leg. You're going to bend to the side, go down as far as you can. We're aiming to grab the ankle. But, oh, no, don't bend. That's cheating. Right, Callum's cheating, so you mustn't take notice of him when he does that. So what we're trying to do here is we're just trying to go sideways. We don't want to bend forward, otherwise it ruins the stretch. And we're going to hold it there. That's beautiful. Well done, Callum. Okay, up to the middle again and down to the other side. Good. And again, you'll find you can stretch one side further than the other. So that's absolutely fine. Just go as far as you can and don't bend forwards. Otherwise, you'll get told off for cheating. Okay, back up to the middle. Just relax. Make sure between these stretches you take the time to just relax to make sure you're not over-committing yourself or getting hurt. Okay, and our last stretch for this section is we're going to sit on the floor. This is my favourite one because it's just like you can just go to sleep now, really. Right, feet together. Hold your toes. Curl forward and tuck in your head. There we go. He's curled up like a little turtle. All in a little ball. Isn't he cute? Lovely. Right, we're just going to hold that for a couple of seconds. And just keep nice and stretched. Okay, well done, Callum. Well done, everybody. I hope you managed to join in like that. I'm just going to check my messages here, make sure nobody needs anything. No, this is good. Ray might have crunchy ankles. Yes, you probably will, Ray. So do I. It's okay, though. That's okay. Right, okay, Callum, we're now moving on to our calming sequence in yoga. So, again, this is just a little bit of an introduction. And this is a section that can be done maybe at the end of the day, or when you just want to chill after you've done all your activity for the day and you want to relax. So we're going to start by standing up. Oh, Callum's just got to wake up. Hold on a second. Here we go. Okay, and we're going to, this pose is called mountain pose. So we're going to stand up straight, feet slightly apart. We're breathing in through our nose, and we've got our hands with our palms facing outwards. Lovely. So you'll see Callum's left hand, his palm is facing outwards towards the camera, and that's how we want to be. So that's a lovely relaxed pose. Just keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, and you're standing up tall like a mountain. Okay, we're going to move into number 2, which is a little bit trickier. So we're going to keep one leg straight, and the other leg is going to tuck up alongside it, and then we're going to lift our arms up.
No, we done it that way.
Oh, do it on the other one. Yeah, everyone's got a stronger leg. Beautiful. So Callum is now a tree. Look, he's grown from a little acorn into a tree. Oh, and now he's laughing. That didn't work. Okay. And now you can swap legs and do the other side. It's always good to try and balance out when you're exercising, to do both sides so you get equal strength and conditioning through your body. Lovely. What a wonderful tree you are. Okay, now we're going to do the standing forward bend. So we're going to keep our legs together. We're going to keep them nice and straight. And we're going to bend from our tummies down towards the floor. Now see how far your fingers can go. Can you touch the floor? I can't because I'm quite old and quite cuddly. So, you know, go as far as you can. There's no pressure. Callum's doing well. Oh, he's got to straighten up Captain America. There we go. We do like to keep our superheroes straight and in order. Right, okay, and stand back up again for me. When you're doing that position, it's nice to just think about your breathing again. So doing your in and out breathing through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, now we are going to sit on the floor with our legs stretched out in front of us again. Okay, now we're going to cross over one leg over up to your knee. So one leg straight. No, this one's going to come out straight, and this foot's going to come down here. That's it, and bend your knee up. Lovely. Okay, and what you're going to do now is you're going to bend that way. So you're going to bend away from your knee. Sit up straight. I know I confused you. Right, hold your knee with that hand. That hand goes on the floor to support you, and you bend your body around. That's it. Staying up nice and straight. Okay, this is called a seated twist. So we keep that position, we do a few breaths, and then we swap over. So let's swap our feet over and go the other way. Lovely. That's a beautiful twist. Well done. Okay, remember you can take a little bit longer over these poses. You can use them for as long as you want to. We're going to be running out of time, so we're just going to do a few of each. And the last one on this section is we're going into the humming bee. So we're going to cross our legs in front of us. We are going to breathe, and we're going to make a humming bee noise. So what we do is we breathe in through our nose, and then as we breathe out, we go, hmm. So we're going to breathe in through our nose, and we're going to breathe out and go, hmm. Okay, right. Pretend I'm Callum. We do do have a slight problem that Callum doesn't like making noises with these things. So I'm Callum. So I'm going to breathe in through my nose and I'm going to breathe out and make a hummingbee noise. There you go. Well done, Callum. That was very good. Okay, moving on. Right, that was your calming activity sequence for yoga. And our last yoga pose for today is a really, really nice one that makes us all really relaxed, and it's called Resting Child. So for this one, Callum, you can stay facing that direction, but you're going to go back on your knees. And you're going to put your hands on the floor in front of you, like a crawling position. Lovely. And then you're going to rest your bottom back onto your feet. Okay, and you're going to put your hands back towards your feet too. And then you're going to bring your head down gently. Don't headbutt the floor, just so your forehead rests on the floor if you're bendy enough. So let's just go through this position. You've got your arms back straight out behind you towards your legs. Your forehead here should be resting on the floor and your bottom is resting on your heels. Okay, so you're really bent up. Now, for some of you, this is going to be too difficult. So just get as close to that as you can. And remember, the more you do it, the more bendy you will get and it will become easier. So this is the resting child pose. Now, this is a really nice pose that you can actually stay in for quite a long time. We're just going to stay in this pose for a couple of minutes today. And I'm just going to read you out a little something to think about while you're in this pose. And this is called 10 Steps to Protect Your Vibe. Number 1, let go of things you can't control. Number 2, avoid comparing yourself to others. Number 3, keep your faith larger than your fears. Number 4, don't do anything that doesn't feel right. Number 5, don't be afraid to spend time alone. Number 6, avoid gossip and spilling tea on others. Number 7, speak kindly to yourself and to other people. Number 8, please yourself before trying to please others. Number 9, stay away from people who drain your energy. And number 10, ignore any opinions that don't enhance your life. Okay, so we're going to come back and we're going to relax now. Oh, okay, we've got a question here. Now, Finn, who's part of the Wright family, wants to know what's in the cage. Now, this is actually our dog in the cage. Obviously, we're all working from home at the moment. And our dog is called Dave, and he is a chocolate labradoodle. Now, you probably can't see, but there is a little bit of fur here. He is 13. He's knocking on a bit. And he likes the cage because he feels secure. So this is why he has a cage. It's not a dragon or anything, unfortunately. That'd be quite cool. I might try and get a dragon for next week. I'll see if I can find one. Anyway, moving on now. We're nearly done, people, and I know I've held you over time. I'm so sorry. I'm just loving spending this time with you. So our last thing we're going to finish on now is a question. So every Mellow Monday, we're going to finish our session with a question. First of all, we really hope you enjoyed today. This is a bit new for us, so if it was a bit clunky, I do apologise. Obviously, we're at home, as we all are, so our space is limited, but maybe that's a good thing. You can see how you can use your space effectively too. And I'm quite old, so technology is a bit tricky for me, so do bear with me. Even though I've got these young ones to help, it takes me a while. Now, our question for today is, what is your favourite band or your favourite singer? Now, if you want to answer that question, pop it up in the live chat here for us and we can see if you're still listening. Really hope you enjoyed today. Do join us again same time on Wednesday when we'll be looking at adapted sports. This week we're looking at adapted volleyball, so we're doing seated volleyball. And you might need a little bit of equipment if you've got it to hand, so either a balloon, some balled up socks, some kind of ribbon or something you can tie across the room, that kind of stuff. We'll put some more hints up when we're getting ready for the session itself, so don't worry about remembering that. We will remind you. Other than that, we hope you had fun today, and we'll see you again soon. Don't forget to check in with the other activities going on too. There's some street dance and all sorts of stuff going on, so it's good stuff. So see you soon. Take care. Keep on keeping active, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Oh, okay, hold on. We have a couple of comments. Right, okay, so KB is your favourite singer. Right, I have no idea who that is, probably because I'm really, really old. I will find out before next session, okay? So I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for your good comments. We're glad you enjoyed yourself, and we'll see you soon. Take care.